The only thing worse than failure is fear of failure. So we should always avoid failure. Who wants to go around like, I just don't really care. Let me do something that I'll fail at. This is going to be awesome, right? Nobody's motivated by the desire to fail, or you shouldn't be, or so ambivalent that you don't care if you fail. That's ridiculous. That's no way to succeed. It's no way to happiness. Avoiding failure is awesome. But you will fail, depending upon your definition, that the projects you attempt, the problems you try to solve, the solutions you put forward will not always work. And if you're doing your job and experimenting and exploring, you'll fail more than you'll succeed. You see this from childhood on. How many failures does it take a kid trying to ride a bike or walk or talk or whatever else before they succeed? So you will fail. You want to avoid it. That's what drives you. But you don't want to be destroyed by it when it happens. That's the real danger. And that's the mindset that books like Failing Forward and these concepts of fail early, fail often, don't be scared of failure. That's what they're trying to reinforce at their best. And they can get kind of silly sometimes and make it like, failure is this badge of honor. Yeah, I failed 20 times. I'm a great entrepreneur. I mean, the point is to succeed and to avoid failure. But when and if you fail, it can't be catastrophic. And so being so afraid of failure, it's not failure itself. Failure itself is awful, it's terrible, but fear of failure is even worse, right? The only thing worse than I have these sort of my 3 big lessons in life. And 2 of them are, whatever you do, do it all the way. That's one. And then another one is, whatever you do, be more than what you're doing. And these can seem contradictory, right? So if you are working a sales job at a company at AT&T, you're selling cell phones and cell phone plans. If that's your job for the time being, do it all the way. Become that job. Be passionate about the goals and the vision of the company, of the people you work with, of your little realm that you have control over. Like, know it inside and out. Be in a position to where if you ever quit and did something else, it would surprise those around you. They would say, whoa, you're like Mr. AT&T salesman. I'm really surprised you moved on to something different. You want to do it all the way. Otherwise, you're not going to be happy. And it's not going to help you find new and other things if you just sort of half-ass it. At the same time, be more than what you do. Why? Because you will fail sometimes. And if your entire identity is only wrapped up in whatever you're pouring yourself into at the moment, and again, you want to be in it and into it, you got to be able to laugh at it and be cool with it and know that there's more to life and know that you are more. So if you're working for a company and the company fails, you as a person cannot see yourself as a failure. When the projects you work on fail, you don't have to fail. When a company fails, the people in it don't all fail. They don't all die or become unemployed for the rest of their lives. When a company fails, the people within it, maybe they had a good paying job for the 2 years that it was around and learned a lot. Maybe they took with them things that allowed them to move on further. Maybe they succeeded, even though the company failed. You can't let your personal identity be so tied to what you're doing that if that thing fails, you also view yourself as a failure. That's the problem. And this mindset, everything is open-ended. There is no right choice when it comes to your career, your education, your life. It's not a binary set where you either choose the right thing and succeed or choose the wrong thing and fail. It's a constantly evolving open-ended process. You literally have to get a certain number of correct answers. There's one right and one wrong way, a million of wrong ways, but one right way to do things. And then you level up to the next level, and success is defined in one narrow conception. Moving to the next grade, getting the next highest GPA, getting into the next school. And one of the major problems is that fear of failure keeps many people from doing awesome stuff that they would love.